you are some of your options here in your adjustments panel. Here you have brightness and contrast. I want you just to go around and play with these. This will increase the brightness, make it look like a bright, maybe a cloudy day. Contrast will darken your blacks, brighten your colors. Now I don't like the way that looks, so I'm going to press Command Z, or I can just bring it back, just like this. I'm going to bring this one back, make it look not so bright. You can also create a black and white effect by clicking this black and white icon. Now I have my new transformation. You can see all of my layers here. I have my background layer, which is my original layer, my transform layer, where I've actually changed the look of this picture, my brightness and contrast layer, which if you unclick it, you can see the difference that I made. I made it a little darker. Black and white layer, which if you click this eye, you can unsee that layer. And you can see what it would look like without that layer. But I want to keep it like that, so I can show y'all something. Color balance, I didn't really do anything with the color balance, I just clicked it. But every time you click one of these, a new layer will appear. But I don't want this layer, so I'm going to throw it away because I don't need it. Now up here on my black and white layer, you can see I have two icons, right? I have two different parts to this layer. Here I have my actual black and white layer. Okay? This is your black and white icon. This is your black and white layer. This is your masking layer. Now what this does, it's actually representative of the cover you put over your original layer. So I want you to think of y'all actually putting a black and white filter over a picture, and that's what this mask is. You can reveal what's underneath the mask by painting it with black, because as you can see here, the mask is white. There's a saying that goes, white to reveal, black to conceal. White will reveal your mask, which as you can see here, all of this is white, all this picture is black and white, which is your mask. Now if you want to hide your mask and revert back to the original picture in some parts of your picture, you can click on the brush icon, make sure it's set on black, okay? If it's on white, you can toggle between the two with this arrow, or you can press X and that'll do the same thing. Now if my brush is too big, I can make it smaller by pressing the left bracket key. If it's too small, I can press the right bracket key. Now I'm going to make it just a little bit smaller, back to about where I had it. And I'm going to start painting right here in this sign. I can zoom in by pressing Command plus, just like we did in Illustrator. And I can start revealing this sign again. So if I was making an ad for this little cafe here, I probably just want to highlight only this. Now you can see I made a mistake here. I'll show you how to fix that. In fact, I think I'll just get a little messy with it, and there you go. Photoshop is very forgiving, so if you make mistakes, that's okay. There's always a way to fix them. I'm going to press X so I can get my white brush. I can paint this part white again, so I can start revealing my mask by painting white over this. Don't feel confused. Just know every time you paint with white, whenever you're in your mask layer, it's always going to reveal the mask that you created. Okay? Whenever you paint with black, it's always going to reveal the original picture. Okie doke. And there I have it. I'm going to zoom out, and you can see that's the only part of this picture that is actually in color. I can go back through and paint with my black. This is how you get that cool color effect in Photoshop. Now you have this selection. Increase the hue saturation of this. You can actually change the colors of what you revealed from your original layer. You have different options up here, so feel free to play around with any one of these. I think y'all have a lot of fun. So that's what I'm going to show y'all today as far as masking goes. The next thing I'm going to show y'all is how to take an image, cut it out, and put it onto a different layer.